What's the best way to talk about weaknesses at job interviews? Talking about things that you don't excel at can be tricky, especially when you're interviewing for a new job.
Are you supposed to deny that you have one? Or go all confession time on recruiters and share your most genuine weakness?
The answer is neither. What you do is you turn the situation to your advantage by framing your weaknesses positively.
And no, we don't mean saying I'm a perfectionist or some similar nonsense. So in this video, we're going to share
why do interviewers ask this question, how do you answer this question, and we'll also share some example answers and skills you can mention as weaknesses in an interview. When you're asked about your weaknesses, the employer wants to know whether you're qualified to do the job. The hiring manager is also looking for indicators that show you've been able to learn new tasks and handle new challenges. So this question is an opportunity to show that you've got the right assets for the job.
how to answer what's your greatest weakness.
You can mention skills that aren't critical for the job, discuss skills that you have improved on, or turn a negative into a positive. Even though the question is about weaknesses, your answer should always be framed around the positive aspects of your skills and abilities as an employee.
So option 1, discuss non-essential skills.
One approach to answering this question is to analyze the key skills and strengths required for the position that you're interviewing for, and then come up with an honest shortcoming that is not essential to success for that job.
For example, if you're applying for a nursing job, you might share that you are not particularly adept at conducting group presentations. In this case, it will be critical to underscore your strengths in one-to-one communication with patients while providing an example of your difficulty with presentations to large groups. Likewise, if you're applying for a position as a writer, you could focus on the skill that isn't required for the job, as in the example below.
Example answer. Numbers have not always been my strong suit. Fortunately, as a copywriter, I can focus most of my time on the creative process of writing. However, in recent years, I have begun to familiarize myself with the digital analytics tools used in the various websites and apps I write for, and have found that when you add context, numbers can actually be quite enlightening.
Option 2. You can use lack of experience. This one's usually a really good answer if you're a recent university graduate or if you're switching careers. For example, let's say that you're a recent college graduate applying for a job as a graphic designer. You can say that your lack of experience with certain software because you've practiced on a different one. In such a case, if you ask what's your greatest weakness, you can answer like this.
I'm not experienced with the latest version of Adobe Illustrator because I practiced my skills using CorelDRAW. However, considering they are both design software, I think I could learn how to use Adobe in no time. Or like this. I'm not experienced in analyzing large amounts of financial data because I have yet to properly practice the financial literary skills I acquired at university. I'm confident I will get the hang of it as soon as I get first-hand work experience.
Option 3. Multitasking. Multitasking might not be as great as you think. Yes, our increasingly busy lifestyles can sometimes trick us into thinking multitasking is amazing. But recent studies show multitasking can seriously harm work performance. It makes you more likely to make mistakes at work, less efficient with tasks, and overall really hurts your productivity. Hence, you can easily use multitasking as an answer to this question. Here's how you reply to your interviewers.
My weakness? I multitask too much. I first noticed it was an issue in my last job. I was too distracted, and tackling 2 or 3 tasks at once ruined my productivity. I've been minding how I work ever since, and I make sure to always define and prioritize all my tasks. Then, instead of juggling 3 at the same time, I try to go through them one by one.
By now, you should really understand this is not really about the weakness, but about the way you present the weakness and the steps you're taking to improve on it. If you're truthful and proactive about your weakness, it shows that you're the type of person who shows drive and initiative. Both must-have skills for a lot of employers. Having said this, you can take a look at the list below of soft skills that you can mention as weakness to get you thinking on what your weakness is.
Creativity, task delegation, humor, spontaneity, organization, impatience, taking on risks, and creative writing. Now, tips for giving the best response. Prepare a response. It can be easier to respond when you have an idea of what you want to say. Be honest. It's important that your answer be authentic and tailored to your own circumstances. Of all the questions that you are likely to be asked in an interview, this is not one where you want to risk coming across as disingenuous. Turn a negative into a positive. Frame your response in a positive manner so that whatever you portrayed as needing improvement is seen as an accomplishment rather than a weakness.
An authentic answer goes a long way. That's why the best solution is to identify your real weaknesses and take proactive measures to address them.
Thank you very much for watching. We hope you found this helpful. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. And subscribe if you want to see more. In our next video, we're looking at the next question, which is, what motivates you?
如果你喜欢我们的视频的话，请记得给我们点一个赞，并且订阅。你的支持是我们最大的动力。我们下期再见吧，拜拜。
Bye.